What's going on, everybody? Julian here, coming live and direct with another market recap. We're going to start off with the SPY. Interesting day, a little bit of volatility here. You can see that at the open, price action gap down, and we kind of hit this low right through here, bounced back pretty quickly, and then caught a leg up. So for the day, SPY was pretty strong. At the morning time, though, a lot of people panicking. A lot of people unsure what was going to go on here. My personal thoughts on the SPY, for whatever they're worth, was this morning. I thought we were going to be moving all the way down to the 50-day simple moving average, and it looks like this little spike down here actually moved to just above the 50-day simple moving average. So we almost touched it, but we recovered, and you can see that we filled the gap today and then closed a little bit higher. And now what we're looking at is we're going to be looking at yesterday's high as a potential level to take out, and then the SPY could potentially keep moving on. So obviously the levels that I'm watching are a breakout, 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 further breakout, and then we've got, short-term recovery where price action then goes on to trend higher and make new highs. Now, with that said, we had a couple trades worth talking about. Today for me was split down the middle. It was a 50-50 shot, and so what I did was one trade worked out, one trade did not. I'm going to start off with the trade that did not work out, and that is CTIB. CTIB was on the movers list this morning. It was looking pretty good for a very, very quick moment. Now, first of all, you'll see that this thing gapped up, sold off. As soon as it got above this level, it started to move and make some gains. And I thought to myself, this thing could potentially keep running. What I need to do is I need to see this thing pull back. And it ended up pulling back. And when it pulled back, what we were doing is I was looking at this little area above the VWAP right through here. So it was actually a pretty aggressive entry that I was looking at. So there are my highs right through there, just kind of lined everything up. What it did have was a little bit of short-term support right through here that started to curve up. There's a little bit of a squeeze here, and I was a little ambitious on this, and ultimately at the end of the day, I was late because the real dip buying opportunity came through this level right through here. So the idea was on CTIB was to get the squeeze above the VWAP and have this thing run all the way up to high of day. And what ended up happening was it squeezed, it broke out, it was looking good, and then it just kind of did one of these, just kind of rolled over nicely, sold off, and I was out of this, and my stops were hit. No big deal. With that being said, there was another trade that I was putting on, and that was VBLT. Both of these were off of the watch list today, and you'll actually see, I'll take these off and go through this step by step, but you'll see that the setup on both of these was the same. There's that gap up. It puts in a high of day right through here, so I'm looking at this level, thinking this level is interesting, and then you can see that it pairs back some of those gains, but then it also builds a support level right through here. So this is interesting for me, and I really like this. So gap up, pulls back, is not selling off. It's just finding and creating a bit of a floor here. And then what I'm looking at is that price action starts to move up a little bit, and we start to look okay. What I really liked was this little bump right through here, bottoms up from the VWAP. So there's the VWAP right through there. It's a bottoms up move. It pulls back and then starts to rally. In this particular moment, what I'm looking at is a breakout right through here. So this is where I was looking at dip buying, and then what I did was I actually just sort of marked off the level that I wanted to get long at 262. So price action breaks out, it gets sort of caught in the range, it tests high day, A lot of people are getting, caught on the breakouts right through here. The volume starts to step up a little bit, then it falls off. You can see that price action then immediately goes down and tries to wash out a lot of stops, gets caught in the range, fake breakout, pulls back, and you can actually see that that in itself is a really nice flag. Having said that, sitting through this, trying to be patient about it, was relatively difficult. I had a target at 288, was just simply a 10% rip, and this thing actually made it through that level, pulled back, and moved higher. I did get out of this at 288, and that was that on this trade. So all in all, bit of a wild day, a little bit of, the market was swinging a little bit and getting nice setups that are failing, and then getting decent setups that are playing out and affording you short-term profits. So that's the recap of the day. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Over the next little while, I am going to be producing more videos that have to do about shorting the market because I think we're at a stage right now where, for the most part, we should probably get to know that side of the trade. And if you have any questions about that, by all means, reach out. Don't forget to drop a comment in this video. And if there's something specific that you want me to make a video about, by all means, reach out. Thanks for watching. See you next video.